Okay, got some people were asking me some questions the other day. Got getting ready to go in a fractional unit. We called him before he did it, but this is the thing right here. I've told so many people about fractional units, and I've told people before they're not good investments. You're going to end up getting a fractional unit. Your rate of return is going to be pretty dismal. It's similar to what you're going to get if you're going in a time-sharing unit. I don't know how much you know about time-sharing units, but I can tell you, folks, I got a brother that he bought a time-sharing unit about 40 years ago, and he can't sell it today even for less than what he paid for it 40 years ago. These time-sharing units are bad, or fractional units are bad investments. This is where you own a fraction of the title. It's amazing how many videos I've put out on this. And I guess some of these people are just not looking at the other videos. I don't know. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. Number 2 is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And if you want help, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. So there's basically 3 ways, in most cases, that you can get a second passport. That is the donation option, where you're giving the government so much money, none of it's going to come back. It's a gift. It's basically like a big tax. The second way is you can go on a donation option, where you're, it's a fractional unit, where you're actually purchasing, like in St. Kitts, it's $200,000, okay, is the minimum. All right, but the problem with this is when you resell that unit, folks, there's not going to be a buyer for it. Now, the developer might say, I will guarantee to buy that back from you for what you paid for it. Okay, if you look in the fine writing, he's probably going to charge you a big commission to do that, because he knows how difficult it is for him to resell that, okay? And you're going to have other fees too. You're going to have a 10% stamp duty. I'm going to tell you, it's not the way to go. You're going to lose on it, okay? And you won't, I can tell you, I don't think you're going to find a buyer for it. It'd be very difficult to find another buyer for it. You're better off sticking with standalone units where you own the whole thing. You don't own a fraction of the title. You own everything. That's the way to buy it. Nobody ever comes to St. Kitts and says, hey, Tom, I want to buy a fractional unit. They're looking for a condo, whether it's citizenship or for lifestyle. You know, most of these fractional units, they're not bought, they're sold to people, okay? And, it's just amazing to me how many people still end up going in and purchasing these fractional units. And your rate of return is going to be like time sharing, okay? Now, you will pay less with a fractional unit, which is $200,000, than you will a full unit where you own the whole thing, which is the minimum of $400,000 in St. Kitts. But your rate of return is better. You can come down and use it whenever you want to. I'm going to tell you, there's no comparison. You'll be a lot more happier. And now we've got a development. You can get literally a 3-4 bedroom house right at the $400,000 mark. And I'm talking about lot, house, up on a hilltop, overlooking the ocean, beautiful. So why would you want to own a fraction of something you can't even resell for $200,000? You're going to have government fees, background check fees, and legal fees on top of that. And we've got a developer, like I've mentioned to you, and I don't know if any fractional unit developer who's picking up everything, government fees, background check fees, and legal fees, which is a lot of money. You're looking at 50 to 150,000 US dollars, depending on the size of your family. This is why I say, and this is buying a full unit, but that's the best way to go, because you cut a lot back on your fees, and all of your money is going strictly towards the investment that you can resell. But I'm going to tell you, fractional units, folks, you're not going to be able to resell those. It's going to be very, very difficult to find someone. It's going to be the same dismal record that time sharing has. It's no different, okay? And so, you know, we've got other videos on this, but people just don't seem to, I guess, see the other ones. So I wanted to bring that out because, you know, I talked to several people who were looking at fractional units. And like I said too, you know, if you look and before you buy and look at the fees that you're paying out, especially on the real estate option, because man, those things can really add up. If you got a developer that can go in and we've actually worked this out with the builder. He really didn't want to do it, but we worked it out with him. And it's just with our company, he had to give in a lot to do it. But this can really add a lot of value, because you would not have to have paid all those fees up front. And that is a lot of money when you add up the government fees, background check fees, and the legal fees. Your legal fees, depending on who you go through, I've seen people pay, you know, $20,000 on stuff like that, $25,000 just on that. Okay, not including the other fees. The government fees are going to be your biggest fees. If you can get all that stuff paid for, man, that's a huge savings off your purchase price to begin with. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more on this again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And folks, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. We got almost 800 videos. This is going to keep you from stepping in dog poo-poo and make a huge mistake financially that you're going to look back and regret. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.